Okay, so I was wrong about Haschwald. Well, for the most part at least. He still told Uryu to give him his wounds since he was dying anyway, and we did get a flashback towards his first meeting with Wok. So, and the B on the sword must have had some symbolic tie to Baz B, even though we didn't get his actual face in the flashback. But I wasn't 100% off, just like 90-something. And I'm glad I was. Wasn't too bad. But before I get into the nitty-gritty of the chapter, let me just say, I've decided to put this into like 2 parts, with just, thoughts on the chapter itself today, and then tomorrow I'll do more on the arc as a whole, its, rushed feeling, and so on and so forth. So for now, let's just get into chapter 681 of Bleach. Aside from, Haschwald and Uryu, and Renji getting his sword swiftly broken, like that hasn't happened before, we got an... Actually, maybe ass-pull isn't the best word to use, but Tsukishima's ability can only not be an ass-pull because we had already had it. And yes, I'm aware that most of you hate the Fullbring arc, or almost all of you. I kinda second it, but at the same time, I wasn't too pissed at it either. I was okay with it at best. It could have been a lot better. It could have not left more plot holes than answers, and so on and so forth. But we're on the final arc, which is not doing too much better right now anyway. So, like I was saying, we got that ass pull. And yes, I'm going right back into Fullbringers again, but yeah, it mainly brought the Fullbringers back into the spotlight, even though it probably wasn't as originally intended. How do you think I see that? Simple. No Giriko. And Giriko was in that tease back in chapter 518, hinted at them training for battle. Training for battle with there's Ganju and Ginjo. Shit, that's confusing as fuck. Naming has never been one of Kubo's strong points sometimes for side characters. But at least Tsukiyama was able to explain why Wok's power stalled Orihime's ability. Why? Because it's so OP. Literally, that's more or less what he said. Why does his power stop it? Well, more like his power is just right enough for the loophole. In other words, Kubo didn't drive himself fully into a corner, because, like I said earlier, Tsukiyama's ability was already something he could use. He just had to take what he had in the past and apply it to now. Which wasn't too bad, I guess, but it's still incredibly rushed, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's very subtle, and it's decently explained. But it's not the near ass pull that really gets me on the chapter. Ichigo has his sword back, but that's only half the problem. He also got his legitimate powers drained by Wok after he broke the sword. Now, if y'all forgot about that, there's the fresh reminder for you. Either way, he doesn't have the main powers yet. He just has the damn sword. So, rather than being powerful, it's more like he just has a blunt weapon with the blade that he can just swing around at whim. So yeah, that's basically the gist of what we may or may not have. I don't know if that automatically restores whatever powers he was stolen. It shouldn't. It bloody well shouldn't. But that's all I have to say. But, no, that wasn't it either. That kind of falls into it, but Ichigo went from, I wanna die, to, let's kick some fucking ass, real quick. And when I say real quick, I mean, from the first page to the last, which feels really quick, because, I'm gonna be honest, it takes me maybe a minute and a half to read a chapter of Bleach. Not much dialogue, just action panels and so on and so forth. And the dialogue's not really as detailed as, say, Hunter x Hunter. So, well, that's what I I don't get, why are they rushing so much? Well, simple. Look at all the other series. I mean, you know what? No. I'll talk about the rest of the rushing and so on and so forth in tomorrow's video. And I'll, talk about Jump as a whole rushing. Because if anyone's read any other Jump other than Bleach, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I will talk about it in full tomorrow. But for now, that's just what I want to get through for the chapter. So what are your thoughts on the current situation regarding Ichigo's power? What about his and Uryu's dads? Why haven't they showed up yet? They got 4 fucking chapters left. They better show up soon. Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. But most of all, check out my other content. Because as with Bleach ending and Hunter x Hunter on hiatus, my 2 most watched reviews, which can also go down to nearly 0 as well, they're the best out of all of the shit I've done. So, yeah. With all that gone, my channel's views will go down significantly if you guys don't help out. And I'll try to widen my horizon more, don't get me wrong. I'm not just going to sit here like a defeatist. But I need your support. Your support. So yeah, reviews aside, I do manga recommendations. I have 4 out right now. I'll do a 5th. I might do one tomorrow. So, and I also do gaming in the forms of Just Gaming and Let's Tries. Just Gaming being whimsical walkthroughs, and Let's Tries being same but for demos. With a lot of good humor and editing involved. So please check out those. I put a lot of work into those ones. So check those out and stay tuned for more. Till next time.